Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and you're back with Soviet Republic Workers' Resources in the Republic of the Soviets. Now then, I've got some charts up. Alright, there's an unconventional way to start the show. And the reason I've got some charts up is because we had a minor problem in producing enough concrete. And I went, well, that shouldn't be the case. I know that gravel has got its problems, but I've got most of those kind of ironed out. So what exactly is going on? Now, it started working again now. As you can see, we've got a backlog of gravel here. Let's close down let's not confuse you. Let's only have one chart open at once. Let's not confuse myself. Here's the thing. We've now got enough gravel coming in. Cement tank is nice and topped up. The buffer is ready to go. Now, you can only buffer half a ton of concrete at a time, but it produces dead quick. So when another truck turns up, as it surely will momentarily, there we go, we'll see that the buffer immediately empties, and we end up with a truck, which is this one. There you go. But slow down. Let's appreciate what's going on. And that's only got 1.3. You could have hung around there, dude. You got to wait till you were full. They usually wait till they're full. Okay, that's just proving. There we go. Here's one coming in now. So the buffer is going to empty out, and we'll continue producing until we can't produce anymore or the truck is full. And there's no workers. Yeah, okay, business as usual. We've got a bit of a worker lacking backlog. I only need 5 in there. I mean, it's as simple as you push a flaming button, and there's a lot of just kind of, oh, come on, people. I only need one of you in there to just kind of go, make the concrete, make it now. Anyway, the reason that this wasn't working and now is part of the reason why the radio station here was taking a long time to be completed. As you can see, we only need 12 tons of concrete to finish this phase, and we've got everything else we need. 149 work days. Effectively, one more drop-off full load of concrete. Come on, son. Oh, he's only got 2 tons. That gets us closer. One more good load of concrete, and the first phase is done, and we can move on to the second phase. And we're kind of spooled up for that. As much as we need a whole lot of more concrete to get the job done, steel, bricks, boards, we've got that just kind of hanging around the joint. To tell you what, we will put the afterburners in because I want to get this done before we go intro time. And hopefully I won't have to fill for too long. While you were away, the only thing that I did was hit the accelerate time button and put in a little bit of road. This little bit of road here. They were all travelling up there and around the top and then back down again. I went, no, don't do that. There we go. Is this it? Is this the one? It's not the one. No, you weren't full either. So once again, we're missing the clown who pushes the button. Come on, clowns. Get it done. What's our maximum production today? With that 175 tons of concrete, I mean, would have been done in a day, for pity's sake, if I'd have fixed this sooner. The reason it wasn't working is because earlier on I decided I was making so much cement that I'd export it to our friends in other Soviet territories. And I was exporting so much of it that it was grabbing all of the gravel that was being produced. I've since fixed that. And as much as we don't have much in the import hopper at the moment, we have got a maximum output, and coal is fully stocked up, which is beautiful. It's got plenty of workers. Now, I might cut back on that, but at the moment, having plenty of workers is a good thing, and also something of a rarity. So there's that to go with. No, we're still going to wait. I'm not kidding. We're going to wait until I've finished this phase before I roll the intro. Is this the cement truck that will do the trick? No, it's not. Oh, come on, people. This really isn't that difficult. Now, there's one happy worker gone in, look. And you see, you can spot people from miles away. Right, anyway, look, we're not going to watch that truck. Come on, look. This is where the action is right now. Can't store or export concrete is a good sign, because it basically means that the hopper's good to go. We just got to make sure that we've got enough workers when the cement truck rolls up. And we're there. Right now would be a great... There he comes. You are the hero of the Republic. Load them up. There we go. Yeah. And are you loaded up? 8 tons. Why are you being so impatient? You could have had way more than that. And the thing with the construction trucks is you can't tell them to stick around until they're full up. They'll come and go as they please. Actually, we only need 8.7 tons. He's done the job. He's got it done. There we go. Bosh. Right. We are now in business. We don't need resources. It's just work days, and I've got all the diggers that I could possibly require to get that done. Here we go. And don't leave me hanging here. Apparently that's progress. Bricklaying. Okay, now we can roll out separate resources, and now I can roll the intro. Now, that's what I call progress, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, we've already got a queue of vehicles now waiting to deposit all of their good stuff, which is goods, bizarrely. We've got a crane on site, ready to do its job. Somehow, I don't think that crane's going to be big enough. I think we might need to buy a bigger crane in order to get that done. But we'll see how we get on. So look, there's some steel turning up. We've got bricks on site. We've got some concrete. We've got some steel. That's all good. This looks like he's bringing boards. The concrete trucks are continuing to roll. Good lads, well done. Good job. And this is what's holding up overall progress at the moment. This rather ambitious radio station project is the thing that is going to be causing us any kind of a delay. I might even, here we go, we'll up the tempo. Ooh, look at that! Framework has happened. In an instant, with one worker, he kind of tapped it all up with his little hammer there, and we're in business. Right, we've got resources on site. We've got a couple of workers currently working. What are we? What's the hold up? You've got a bit of everything, so you should just be able to crack on. No, they are cracking on. We just need a few more workers to expedite matters. But while we're slightly thin on resources, which won't last, of course, we'll keep bringing stuff in, just not at a particularly rapid speed. Yeah, no workers. All right. Do I want to build a worker situation nearby? Also, ooh, there's a thought. Maybe I'll buy another bus. As you can see, the money is looking very nice indeed. We're over 800 grand in the dollars. We've got 1.1 million now of rubles. I can do some spending if it suits me. Let's buy a bus from here. Bus, yes. What do we like the looks of for this particular mission? Oh, the K SM11 is a popular one in the local area. All right, where are you going to go pick them up from? Let's go to. Well, that one's always popular, but we've got this one down here. Let's go grab them from there. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, nice. Good. Now, all of these stuff that aren't assigned currently, don't need to worry about that because I don't have the trucks to even make a difference. We've got concrete. We could assign asphalt, I suppose, because that truck will also handle asphalt for us, or at least I think it will. It's around here somewhere. No, it's where you don't expect it. It's down near the. There you go. It's down near oil land. Is where it is. Right, I don't know if that mixer also does asphalt. I'm not totally convinced it does. That cement truck. But if it does, it will be great. If it doesn't, well, we won't worry too much about that. How are we doing? Look, workers are kind of the thing that we're going to need here, but we do have 2 buses rolling now. So maybe one of them will you brought 1 person. Oh, ever so well done. Congratulations. What about the other bus? No, you didn't manage to do anything at all. Well, I'm a little bit disappointed, I'll be honest with you. I had hoped for a bit more than that. What we don't want to have to do now is hang around until the end of time waiting for workers. I mean, 6,000 days, what's that? That's pushing, well, that's about 18 years. I very roughly estimated that. It might not be 18 years, it might be more or less. Regardless, it's quite a few years. Right, I'm going to check the gravel situation and then we'll go and do something else for a bit. Right, the cement plant is more or less topped up. So you'll see what's happening is as the gravel comes in, it prioritises from well, if you were to... Hold on. If we were look at it from this angle, because that's the way it's worth thinking of, prioritises from left to right, is what it does. So because there's no demand here for gravel at the moment, it's not bothering shipping any there at all. This is where my entire theory comes completely unstuck. Because what I've been looking at is that the gravel will fill up the left-hand input hopper, which is here, and then it will do the middle one, and then it will do the right-hand one. And the right-hand one has been Johnny Concrete Plant so far, but it's defying logic. It's thinking about life for itself and coming up with its own conclusions. But there's that. Right, anything happening over here, fellas? Anything at all? Well, that seems to have moved, has it though? No, it hasn't moved. Nothing has moved over here at the new housing estate, which is a shame. But we might, if I were to put in paths now, we might be able to get the smoothing crew out to come and build those. Oh, you just paid for that, you nana. That wasn't the plan. We don't want to pay for any of this. Some other infrastructure's in the way. Oh dear. That's all right. I'll hook that one up round the back, and that'll be fine. There you go. Because the theory is that you'll construct just fine, because your construction vehicles will quite happily use paths as much as they would use roads to get onto whatever it is that they were doing. There you go. If we do you want to? No. You've really not laid these out in the most effective fashion imaginable. There you go. But if we connect all of this lot up, then there's the vaguest of chances that things work out for you. Okay, right. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's bash this one up the middle, and then if we hook everything onto this middle section, then everything should be able to be reached as long as that middle section hits the road at some place. You may be grasping at straws there, but it's the best I've got at the moment. There you go. It's not pretty, but once it's done, I'm going to get a couple of statues of Uncle Lenin up there, and maybe a spot of other things. What are the other things? Oh, you know, the stuff that people like. Trees, maybe. A park. Football pitch. That kind of jazz. And also we want to make sure that they can all reach a happy working environment. So we'll... No. You come here. Onto that. There you go. There's a one of those up there. That doesn't need workers, though. Right, so we just want a long path like that. It does a bit of this. There you go. And now we've got full connectivity, almost full connectivity. Hold on. I really did go to town, didn't I? Didn't I build a lot of stuff here? Well, you know, if it works out, then you know, there'll be celebrations and you know, rejoicing amongst the populace. If it doesn't work out, then there won't be any of that. There will instead be the tears and the usual complaints about management behaving like a complete muppet. Right, is that everything with at least a connection? Almost. Let's put another one down here. Yeah, let's connect it up to the back of that. And connect those up to it as well. I tell you, statues of Lenin mixed with trees, this is going to look beautiful. You mark my words. That's the thing that's going to happen. Oh, look at that. There you go. Let's hook that onto there. Oh, then everyone can get to work and they'll all be really, really pleased with themselves. Right, good. Eventually, something might happen there. I was kind of hoping that we'd see bulldozers and some such roll out, although where's this guy going? Where are you off to? I know you just filled up. You just going... Oh, you're a quarry. Okay, well, all right, not to worry. Also, these dump trucks are currently sitting idle, which is interesting. Can they pick up anything else of anything interesting? Well, that's what they'll pick up. Gravel, coal, iron, asphalt. Asphalt goes in a truck, right? Okay. What else do you pick up? Anything I haven't got assigned? Nope, I've got it all assigned. You've just got diggers and bulldozers, so you're fine. Maybe another crane would speed things along a little. Have we got room for a crane in this one? No, we don't. That's full. All right. Well, we'll buy a crane for this one, and we'll also get the big crane as well. There you go, the big crane. Yes. What do you do? Speed level 57, speed level 95. I can have that too. It's expensive, but let's go with the big dog there. I suspect that's going to want some kind of transportation vehicle. So an open hull truck, and I would imagine quite a large open hull truck. There you go. We'll take one of those as well. And what did I originally come here for? It wasn't a crane. You were here for something else. Not more dumpers, because they're catered for right now. Oh no, maybe it is. Yeah, we'll buy one dumper just to help the situation. Right. Any more for any more? You've got 2 vehicle spots left. Well, what would really help us out here? What's the stuff that takes? You'll take steel and what have you. Right. We'll buy another couple of those, and then you'll be able to contribute, perhaps fully, to the plan. And then we just need to assign you some pickup spots for this. Where's my resource fella here? There you go. Bricks, that one. Prefabs, that one. Boards, also that one. There we go. All right, grand. Any more for any what? Gravel. Did I have I got a dumper? I haven't. Then you don't need to worry about gravel. Okay, cool. Right, so they should all be rolling out now. Look at them go. Or maybe they already went. Given that we're running at high speed, I can't rule that out. But with 3 construction yards now in operation, then we've got some real possibility of action happening. Right, we're down from 6,600 to 6,300. We've got loads of concrete on site. We only need 136 more tons to finish this phase. Steel is looking a little bit less frisky. Bricks are looking okay. Boards are looking okay because we don't need that many of them. But steel is coming in, which is good. The only problem is that I'm currently selling quite a lot of steel to Johnny neighbouring territory. What have we got left in the... Yeah, we've only got 11 tons left. Oh. Yes, you are right to say oh. Okay, right. Steel production is our new plan. And that is down here where we're currently building a housing estate. You don't have any workers. Look at all of this. This is nothing but steel being created. Right, okay, I've got the money. I'm going to bypass the queuing to wait for stuff to happen. Anyone getting off this bus? No. Well, knickers. Right, we'll auto buy, and we'll redistribute the workforce, and we'll see about getting some more people up in this business. Right, okay. Don't infrastructure me. Stick it in there. Stick it in there. There you go. That's it. Yeah. Well done. Have it. Right, and then let's connect that one up, because even one person working in there will make a bit of a difference to actually getting something done. Too big a descent downhill. Oh, that's lovely. Let's go footpaths instead and see if that helps. There we go. Get to work. Where they're going. No, they've all immediately decided that the bus station is the place for them. Let's do that. And then let's do this. There you go. There's one. There's one who's got the spirit of adventure about him. Goes, oh no, it's the steel mill for me, or bust, lads. Right, okay. And then let's tell them where to work. Steel mill. But I want to work somewhere else. I don't care. No, look, oi. You lot. Stop that. Steelworks. We need you. Steel is our most precious commodity. It's not only keeping the ruble balance backed up, but it's also what's standing in the way of us and actually having a radio station where free radio Failograd can broadcast its message to the greater world. We'll be pirating all kinds of Western propagandist music and allowing you to feel like you've got a taste of freedom. And let's face it, freedom is the ability to work in the Failure-Grad steel mill grad. Okay, well look, we've got some production going on now. We're apparently limited to 40 tons of steel. That doesn't sound like very much. Oh yeah, I'm gonna suggest that that's probably because it's not very much. We've got trucks waiting all over the shop. That's fine. I don't mind the trucks waiting. That's perfectly acceptable. Wait till full is fine, as long as the vehicles don't cause a queue. So, you know, this is an ideal scenario right here. This is the prefab panels factory. We're currently topped up on prefabbers, but this will be a cement truck, which has still got 3.5 tons on board. Fine. This one is bringing in gravel. It's got 11 tons left on board. Fine. So as we actually need to make more panels, these guys will roll out as soon as they unload. But it's not causing a queue anywhere, so that's absolutely fine. They're like overspill for input production. Right. How many people we got? It's 6 people working here now. That's a bit more like it. The question is, who's actually benefiting from this at the moment? Are you getting the stuff? You've got 5 tons. You've got 2 tons. And you've got 5 tons. You're all going to the custom house. You're going to the storage, which is where we need it at the moment. They're going to the customs house, which is what's keeping us topped up. I'll tell you what we might do. Let's recycle one of these. You can go to... Where's storage? Oh, I'm looking at it from a funny angle and it's confusing me. There we go. Right, here we go. Right, you over here, that one. Right. Get shot of this. That's it. Unload. Okay, good. Wait until you're unloaded. It's a good idea to wait until you're unloaded, but actually I'm going to keep you moving because that is likely to cause a queue if we have too many people waiting there. What have we got in stock at the moment? We're out of steel. Yeah, see, that's not great. Right, okay, well, getting steel production up is an absolute must then. We've got workers in there now. 5 out of 500 means that we're not going to be producing a massive amount. In fact, we're only going to be producing a very, 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 very tiny amount of steel. And while I wasn't looking, all these paths got built. And I didn't pay for those. Well, that's nice. Did I miss that? I'm not ruling out that I missed it. I'm going to build another footpath. We'll turn the auto buy off. And, oh, maybe I did... There we go. We'll stick that in there. Because if they all got built that quickly, then this one should get built quickly as well. Let's see if we've got any action rolling in. I can't recall. But given that we're largely playing something of a waiting game at the moment, I'm quite happy to just review what is and isn't currently occurring. So there you go. It's this little white strip here. Let's see if something gets built. Now, I would imagine you'd want some kind of construction truck or simply gravel to get that done. Can't rule out that I paid for it. Occasionally, one should pay attention to such things, you know, but, you know, you can't have it all, mostly. Where are we? Anyone? Any sign of action going on here? Now, the thing is, once we've got this lot populated, and I know we're talking, you know, some time into the future for that to happen, but once that lot is populated, we shouldn't have any problem in terms of actually generating a heck of a lot of steel. Although only outputting 40 tons a day is not very much. It's not going to set any speed records there. Alright, I don't think that's being built. Or maybe it's a case of a watched bit of footpath rarely... Oh, hello. We had a fire, but it's gone out. Okay, so that's good. Zelensky's something or other caught fire. It's because I'm playing at massive resolution on a massive monitor. It will just subtly pop into the corner. It needs some kind of like, you know, flashing alert siren noise to just kind of go, something's on fire. It's all right, it's out again. You go, all right, it's out again. That's fine. We survived that one perfectly. I'm not going to sit here waiting for a bit of footpath to be built. That would just be a waste of everybody's time. How many workers we got in? 4. What are you lot doing? There are 52 people here. What is your problem? They can't work because of low education level. 33 of them. Oh my giddy aunt. I've got education largely sort of in hand, mostly kind of. So, you know, don't feed me any of that nonsense. How are we getting on here? Concrete, full load. We're done with concrete. That's a good thing because it means that because demand for concrete decreases, the gravel can be redistributed to other places. We're down below 6,000 work days now. It might not sound like much, but it's a start. We've got some steel, we've got bricks, we've got boards. Okay, well it's moving very slowly, but it is moving. Now, one wonders whether more workers on site would lead to a greater level of progress, because the work days are not just dictated by these, you know, hardy individuals who turn up with a spanner and a bag of nails. It's also down to the number of mechanisms. If I bought another U377, I wonder if that would speed us along a little further. Do I have a parking space available? You already know the answer to this. You don't have a parking space available. Oh, I don't. Okay, well, in that case, you're going to have to settle for whatever you've got going on at the moment. Assign construction, 35% progress on the radio station. You have auto-assigned yourself that as well, and I'm going to assign you over here while we're at it. Go see if you can make some progress on this one. A road connection to the construction office doesn't exist. They can't work until they've got roads. Alright, well, hold on. How about we tell you to go work on that? Yeah, you see. I'm going to just mention that, you know, I have historically always given my tower blocks a road connection, and if that's going to stand in the way of progress now, then this whole area is going to be fearsomely not developed ever. Alright, I must have paid for these footpaths, because this one's done nothing at all. Yeah, that's true. Right, let's buy that. Yeah, you can have that one. What else have we got here? This one, yeah, you can have that too. Yeah, I'll pay US dollars for it, because that will impact my slush fund a little less. And while we're at it, I'm buying that as well. 10 grand? Come on, son. That's not on. Yeah, but we do need the... Yeah, alright, we need the workers. There you go. Right, now I think I might build the facility type buildings here as well. So we've got the kindergarten here. Let's get that finished. Right, and then nobody's got an excuse. Oh, but my tiny babies. We have a creche everywhere. Where's the food place? Here it is, the grocery store. Yep, get it built. There we are. There, and look at that. It's got food in there. It's got some shoppers. It's got some sellers. Everybody's happy. Small store. Yeah, we'll have that too. There you go. We're still above 800 grand in the bank. This is all peachy. Right, there you go. We'll wait for someone to come build this, but there we go. We've got some people in the local area now, or we've got the ability that they don't get, you know, frantically upset by things. And actually, we'll build a school while we're at it. There you go. Right, no complaints. All of you, get to work. And in fact, if at the moment, if any of you get to work, then that would be absolutely terrific. I'll tell you where to work there, people. Steel mill. Low education levels are biting us again. Right, what's the actual stats we've got going on here? No education, 2,500. Okay. Rudimentary education, 3,600. University education, 600. That's not so bad. I mean, obviously the 2,500 is a bit of a concern. Yes, I'll grant you that. We've got 3,600 productive age workers. How does that work then? Presumably adult children are the problem there. Still, the average lifespan is 85 years. And that puts us, you know, as far as leaderboards and the like are concerned, that puts us quite high up the tree there. Yes. Now, when we started this episode... Oh, hello. Why have we got disco lights? We shouldn't have disco lights. Why are you lot unpowered? Are we maxed out on power? 1,400 megawatts of power being output. We've got a reasonable number of workers. Yeah. Now, where do I see... coal's not a problem. I think it's workers, you know. Yeah. I don't think we're producing enough electricity. So they were getting brownouts there because there wasn't quite enough electricity. I'm going to buy another house. Thank you. Right here to hopefully keep the lights on. There, because that's important, right? I know we've fought against electricity for quite some time. No. We're paying for it. It's fine. We'll pay for rubles with this one. There you go. Get yourself built. Right, there we go. And you've got people moved in already. No. I don't know where you think you're working, but you work in the power plant. What do you mean there's no connections to this building? Don't talk rubbish. There totally are. There totally aren't. All right, bit of footpath might sort us out then. Auto build, please. And some of that. Okay, right. Get over there. Yeah. And then, I don't know. Well, I'll just put a footpath in. There you are. Right, good. No excuses. Get to work. Are they in range now? Yes, they jolly well are. It's only 100 metres. They were just clearly terrified to cross the road by the bus station. Well, so be it. But, you know, now we've got... There we are. We're kicking out a bit more electricity. The voltage is up some. That's probably going to help us out. Now, I desperately wanted in today's episode to do something different, but we haven't. I've done another episode of poking around why things are taking ages to be built. But we have shaved 1,000 working days off the construction of the radio station, which is the thing that's holding all progress back at the moment. Yeah, you can say that it's me holding all progress back, but that just makes you mean. And not in a, you're so rugged kind of a fashion. That's just mean in the sense of being mean. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for today. We're cracking on. It's happening slowly. And that was some steel being delivered, look. 64 on site, 182 still to go. Okay, well, we can do that. You've got all the boards you need and all the bricks you need. Well done, boards and bricks team. Just the steel is the problem, and part of that problem is that I'm exporting it. Do we stop exporting it to expedite this project? You know what? I think we probably do. Right, what are you? Where are you're exporting at the moment? All right. Well, no, not for the moment. You're not. Let's go fling that into storage, which is there. Stop doing that. Remove. That's not load you want there. That's unload. Here you go. Right, good. So that's 2 of... I think I was running 4 in total. That's going to storage. Yeah, that's good. That's going to storage. That's good too. And you two are now going to storage. We've got 2 tons, 4 tons, 5 tons. Fine. It's okay. You kind of go, well, why don't you just, just tell them not to wait? Because it doesn't really make any difference. Oh, something's on fire. Fire destroyed a building. Best job ever. Oh. Well, best job ever really needs more people working there. And also, it's not the first building to have done that. off camera not so long ago. I had another one of these burned down, but the good news, possibly, is that I should be able to just get another one in here, shouldn't I? Shouldn't we just be able to put in a new one if the old one burned down? Maybe I need to do a bit of bulldozage. Let's get rid of that, and then give us one of these. No, there's no way one fit in there. Or maybe it was here. Well, whether it was or not, well, there you go. We'll buy one. Keep the coal rolling, people. Rolling coal is an important thing. Yeah, and I've got no fire coverage out here. That's why it burnt to the ground. My fire brigade are ultimately very efficient, but you're not going to get up there, are you? No, you've got infrastructure in the way. Yeah, all right. Well, we've got no fire protection anyway, lads, so just have a footpath and be happy with it. Yeah, do that. There you go. Tell you where. Do you want to know where you're working? Yeah. Coal mine. Okay. How are we doing for coal mine workers? 30 odd. How's the coal mine queue? Acceptable, actually. That's not too bad. All right, good. That is going to do it for today. I've been Colonel Failure. Progress is happening, and it's happening slowly. I've got almost 200 grand in rubles sat in the bank, and I've got $750,000. I'm thinking maybe I build a whole new town. That could be interesting. And build it around one resource that we're currently struggling to build in an efficient fashion. I'm going to give that some consideration. We're not going to be able to build an expensive industry, but we'll certainly be able to afford an industry. Anyway, tune in next time and there'll be more of this. Probably looking exactly like this one did. But you can't really rule out that something more adventurous will happen. You could take a good guess that something more adventurous won't happen, but, you never know. There's so many possibilities. Anyway, I'll catch up with you very soon. Thanks for watching. Cheerio. Now, I really am investing a great deal of faith in the fact that this radio station will throw out some culture in some fashion or another. If it doesn't, well, it's the wrong kind of radio station. It's the kind of thing that has politicians chatting on it and nonsense like that. But no, if this can distribute some culture in some fashion or another, then that should get quite a few people happier and going to work. One would hope. Anyway, after the radio station is done, I'm going to do something radical. And that is, I'm going to build an entirely new town focused on one of the industries that I've already built. So I'm going to rebuild one of the industries and do it again, but with a town built entirely around it, in order to hopefully knock that one into shape. Then I can remove the original build, and we'll gradually spread out a bit, so we'll have multiple towns instead of one. And that's the scheme. We'll link everything up with trains, and I hope to be able to replace some trucks with trains as well and move towards central distribution of resources through warehouses and storage yards and that kind of thing. I ain't got the money for it, but, we're going to give it a spin anyway, because what else are we going to do with ourselves, eh? Huh?